Alright, so before I say anything, I have a question. Who is the president of Nigeria? Is it Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu or is it Nyesom Wike? Because it's looking as if anything Wike wants, that's what Tinubu does. It's looking as if Tinubu does not care. It's not even balanced in his analysis or in his judgment. If Wike wants it, Wike gets it. So Wike and FUBARA get problem. When FUBARA decided to go and meet the president said, go back to the agreement you have with Wike. Who is Wike? When we say the governor of a state come to the president, they say go back. Does that mean Wike is in charge of the country? Then when FUBARA decided to be stubborn, we just see news now say they've suspended FUBARA for 6 months. They've brought in a sole administrator to be in charge of the state for 6 months. Not just that, they sent military to the government house and FUBARA don't run. As of now, nobody knows where FUBARA is anymore. FUBARA is no longer anywhere to be found. So governor, don't bagger. Inside democracy, inside democratic system of government, where you people claim that this man was elected by his people, although it's now obvious that he was never elected, you people put him there. That's why you people can refer him to an agreement. Now, before I go further, because I'll play that in the video, before I go further, you see FUBARA, it's good to may they pursue you. You should leave that place. You are not fit to hold power. Because person who fit to hold power will go no. They should give it to somebody else. You can't be that governor again. Just go. If you want to rebel, you need to have a plan. You want to rebel against Wike and you no get plan? That time when you rebel, I feel okay, you don't get strategy. If not me, hey, bro. What I was even expecting, I no see him. The mistake you made was letting Wike land that state. That was your mistake. Wike where land that state was the mistake. You see that week where Wike they come, if to say na me, now that week they renovate airports. You go see like 15 caterpillars where they don't break wrong way. Now in the nights they'll break them, in the morning they'll come say they want to arrange them. Because if it's Wike, that is something Wike can do. They go don't break wrong way, plain wrong way in the night. In the morning they'll say that they fix them, say na hurricane or say na earthquake. Then they don't feel land. For like 6-8 months first, nobody feel land for airports. We all know say they no agree follow road come. You don't stand your hand. First, they're gonna say, okay, yes, this one ready for them. You just do me. Now they don't come out to you. Now, let's go back to the state of emergency where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu declared.
By this declaration, the governor of Rivers State, Mr. FUBARA, his deputy, Mrs. Ngozi Odu, and all elected members of the House of Assembly state are hereby suspended for an initial period of 6 months. In the meantime, I hereby nominate Vice Admiral Ebukaobilive, retired, as administrator to take charge of the affairs of the state and the interests of the good people of Rivers State.
The sole proprietor that they put in charge of Rivers State, his name is Vice Admiral Onok Ete Iba, sole administrator of Rivers State. See his picture, him and Wike, when Wike was still very fat. See another picture with him and Wike. See another picture with him and Wike when Wike was still very fat. So it means that him and Wike, they've known themselves for a long time. They've known themselves for a long time. That is to say, now Wike still even suggests this guy for Tinubu. That's why I'm asking, who is the president? That if anything, Wike asks, Wike gets. Do you understand? Wike even said something in this a video the other day when he go Rivers State. When he talks, say, I don't need to be in Rivers to be in charge. You know the confidence when Wike take talk that thing. So this guy now, where they put in charge of Rivers State, we can say, nah, Wike get him. Because they go way back. Now, let's go back to the state of emergency where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu declared. To interest you to know that while they were declaring that state of emergency, in the same breath, Wike has revoked the land of PDP, Wadata Plaza, PDP Secretariat, the popular PDP Secretariat, in Wuse Zone 5, close to Sky Memorial. That plaza have been there. PDP have been using it for as long as I can remember, because 2009, 2010, I was selling Indomie in Sky Memorial, opposite Savannah Bank. I was selling Indomie there. I did hustle for there, so I know PDP Secretariat. This was how many years ago? At least, I think 15 years ago. I did sell Indomie for the hustle Indomie there. So Wike now don't revoke the land, so they will demolish that Wadata Plaza. So it is safe to say Wike is in PDP to destroy PDP. So what they are approaching now is one party system. Now their plan with that one party system. They'll take charge, one party, only APC. Now it's looking as if that thing when they always talk, say, be like say Wike won't be president 2032. It be like saying now what won't they happen. Because the way they are doing now only God know the deal where him and president get, where make president they do anything when he wants. But guess what? That 2032, Wike, you also need to be careful. Because your own betrayal feel bad. Except if you no contest. But if you get plans to contest 2032, you have to watch your back. Because I smell betrayal, bro. God will keep you alive. Good health. God will give you good health, and He will give every one of us good health. 2032, I can't wait for that day. Unless you don't contest. But if you contest, the betrayal go bad. And your own crashing. You go to explain, tire. But according to my brother Burna Boy, no evidence. Now, some people say it is not legal for the president to remove FUBARA. It is not president to remove FUBARA. It is not illegal. It is not legal. Yes, but what can you people do? All the youths do is to talk, blah, 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 blah. That's all. You people pay little or no interest in politics. And it is politics that controls the country. There's politics in every sector. But the government might be the biggest. That's why I pick one station. I say, okay, which side I want the attack? Okay, all these people where they scam people, make I pick that department. All the people where they do this, do that, make I pick that department, make I leave government. Because I don't say government won't be play. But if you don't talk, they'll say, APC have paid him. This one. We don't understand. Make we follow the jam, they shout for government, hey, this one and this. For these youths where they don't care about the country. Man, they jump, they follow, and they do. The president is, yeah. For these youths who are no serious. If you say they'll turn back again, if they won't arrest you or something, they'll turn back to insult you. They'll come back to insult you. Now you are saying, it's not legal. It's not legal. Shut up, you man. Shut up.
Hello, my lovers. This particular gbasgbos that have surrounded Rivers State is really, really alarming. Tinubu has officially declared himself a dictator in Rivers State. You don't suspend a diplomatic elected governor from office. Was this written in that 1999 constitution? Is a question that Rivers State people should ask Mr. President. Governor Similaye Fubara and his family were reportedly held hostage at Rivers State in the government house today, following soldiers that obeyed Tinubu's order and missed declaration of state of emergency in Rivers State. My correct people then, we equally hear that soldiers blocked all exits preventing movement. The political crisis in Rivers State deepens as tensions escalate. My correct people then, why would the president of the country refuse to call Wike to order when people were calling him to caution his FCT minister? But he chose to declare state of emergency and even putting a military man as the governor of Rivers State. The question that Nigerians are now asking is, are we a military regime in Nigeria or are we in democratic rule? It's a question. That means democracy is no longer in existence in Nigeria. Tinubu, the question is, are you really not as if you are a military, or did you maneuver yourself as the president of the country under civilian rule? Are you trying to protect your oil wells, or you are trying to get more oil wells in Rivers State? We just want to know, because we only know that you have about something oil wells in Niger Delta. Do you still want to acquire more? Is it when all Nigerians have gone hunger and start, crawling on the floor begging for food that you will know that people are passing through hardship in this country? I don't understand. It is high time we declare state of emergency in Nigeria as a whole. Since presidents have the guts to declare state of emergency and suspend the elected president, the elected governor, the sitting elected governor in Rivers State, it is also our duty as the public, as the majority, as the owner of the country, to wake up and declare state of emergency in Nigeria. We should demand that Tinubu should be impeached because we have passed through hardship. There is nothing hardship that we have not passed through in this state, in fact, in this regime of Tinubu. Since Tinubu don't declare state of emergency, suspend FUBARA, then we, the citizens, should equally suspend Tinubu because there is nothing hardship we have not passed through under this leadership. Naira is depreciating, diminishing. Dollar is tripping Naira. Not be that alone. Hardship full everywhere. Insecurity here and there. Kidnapping, accidents, killing, ritualists, hyperinflation. Tell me what we have not been passing through under this regime. That made President Tinubu not, since he don't want to resign willingly, he should be impeached as the president of the country because things are not moving well under his regime. Yes, you have the guts to suspend FUBARA. What did FUBARA do? What right does Wike have to meddle into the affairs of Rivers State government? These House of Assembly members resigned willingly, and FUBARA elected new House of Assembly members. Why are you paying towards this? Why bringing back these people? You see, when that thing that was happening in the House of a Speaker and between, what did they call it, Merinda and Obasa in Lagos State, I said, look at this. All these things are the head work of Tinubu. Tinubu is very evil. You are an evil man. Even at your old age, you still confide evil in you. That you see it now. Babangida came out yesterday and confessed of what he did during his own regime. Will you finish your regime and still come and write a book and tell us that you are sorry? Is it what we are going to take in this country? It is a high time the youth of Rivers State should rise. Omo bumper to bumper, you will have Niger Delta militant. Or you should, or in fact, everybody should escalate division. Yes. We should stand up and say enough is enough. Since we don't want peace, since you people cannot follow the rule of law, it is high time we divide this country. Let every part of the country go their separate ways because unity is no longer working. Peace is no longer, there is no longer peace process. Peace is no longer the order of the day in Nigeria. The president can wake up and say whatever he wants. He will not even consider the emotions and even the rights of the citizens of the country. He only do as he wish. My people them, wahala they say, he be like bicycle. Kai, may God help his children. May God help his children. Nigeria is in a state of anarchy. That a president can wake up and do anyhow he wants and nothing will happen. A president can wake up and do anything he wishes he can do. And no, in fact, hell will not fall. That means Wike is controlling President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Does it mean that Wike is now using indirectly being our president? Yes. That Wike is now in a state that he can achieve whatever he wants and hell will not break. Kai, FCT minister versus president of the country. I want to ask a question. Does it mean that everything that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing in this country indirectly is being controlled by Wike? I correct people, then wait till I got to talk. It is really, really sad that president of the country will go live, declare state of emergency in Rivers State amidst political crisis, which he would have avoided for a very long time when people was calling him to caution Wike. He blatantly refused to caution Wike, and now he decided to impose a military man as the governor of Rivers State under civilian rule. And now Nigerian soldiers have tripled. They have, in fact, they have blocked all roads in Rivers State. There is no peace in Rivers State now. These people are inviting war because if Niger Delta militants should rise with their own weapons, everywhere we scatter. People's lives are in danger. Properties also are in danger of being destroyed. What is your opinion, my people? How can peace be restored in Rivers State and in Nigeria at large? Kindly watch the rest of the video. Drop your opinion in the comment section and don't forget to share this video. Thank you for watching and watch the rest of the video.
I'm really disappointed in the president's speech, but not totally surprised. Any person who has, followed developments in Rivers State over the past 1 year, probably knows that this didn't come as a surprise. Charles, much of last year, 2024, the Tensioninriverstate group, have been working seriously, trying to destabilize the state, trying to create the exact conditions that will lead to a declaration of a state of emergency. As you probably know, Charles, even in October last year, I think specifically on the 7th of October 2024, those who were supporting the FCT minister, Wike, burnt down 4 local government councils, during the elections, in Rivers State. And, it's very unfortunate that we've got to a point where even the president, has been sucked into this crisis. It's really disappointing. My own feeling, which reflects the broad spectrum of sentiments across the board, not just in Rivers State, but also in the Niger Delta area, is that the president himself is not a neutral party. As a matter of fact, you could argue that he's had his own fingerprints, written all over this crisis. You may remember that in December 2023, the president gave very humiliating conditions, during his, intervention in the crisis in December 2023. All of the 8 points, that constituted the so-called, mediation points, we are overwhelmingly against the governor's FUBARA. Not a single point was against the main orchestrator of this crisis, Mr. Wike, who is the FCT minister. And now, this evening, we've had this broadcast throughout the length and breadth of the broadcast. Not a single mention was made, of the FCT minister, who is the main, actor orchestrating the crisis in the state, and he happens to be an appointee of the president. It's most unfortunate that the president has come across as an active, provider of the oxygen, to Wike, who has now led the state into such a slippery slope, Charles.